Hello my besties, how are you? Welcome to my DIY channel. In today's video, I'm bringing a creative idea to you using the Gnome from the Dollar Tree. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, look, he even stands up. Oops, yeah, there he goes. Look at that, $1 piece of decor. Still $1 at my store, by the way. I know, not for long. But anyway, I realized that not everyone's gonna have this guy, so I'm gonna make a girlfriend for him using a foam board. So that way there's gonna be a pattern available for you and you can create one or two or the whole village, okay? Yes, sweetie, I know. All right, so let's get started. And if you like this video, please make sure you give me thumbs up button and also don't forget to subscribe. You wanna become my bestie? I would love that. Sweetie, these are not for you. No. All right, let's get started. So you're gonna grab your Gnome, or if you don't have one, some Dollar Tree foam board. There was a similar guy at Christmas time. You can transform him as well, but he wasn't standing up though. Similar form though. First we want to remove the tinsel and cut off all the little knobs on the sides and around his feet. I'm removing the hanger too. And then I'm making the pattern for you. How can you get that pattern? Well, you can log in to my DIY Besties group. I will provide a link for you in the description box below. You request to join. It's totally free group. You go to albums and there's a album with the patterns. And you can just copy your pattern for free and print it on your home printer. Regular size paper, then you cut it out. You have a pattern for your Gnome. You put it on top of your foam board, trace it around, and then cut it out of the foam board. Really? You grooming yourself now? So you're gonna have the hat, the body, and even I cut out little boots. And then you are going to use some felt and or fabric to cover the foam board. I use hot glue to attach the felt to the foam board on a low temperature setting. However, for the fabric, I use Mod Podge because it's thin and the hot glue would be showing through. Leave about a 1/4 inch around the edges so you can fold over the fabric and cover the edge of the foam board as well. Tweety, please stop. And then I'm using the original gnome to bend the shape. If you don't have one, maybe you could use a pad or something in your home that can help you create that arched look. Something like this, you see, that's why it's able to stand. And I'm covering the hat with the fabric, so I'm using Mod Podge, and Tweety Bird really wants to help. When covering the edge, I had to cut little slits because of the round edges and then fold them over and glue with Mod Podge all around, plus a top coat at the end. When it dried, it hardened and it looked very nice. No biting, Tweety. And then again, I bent, arched it the way it was on the original. And now going back to the original, you see it's very cheaply made. That beard is barely hanging there by a thread. But, you know, since we removed that tinsel sweater, we're going to make a nice sweater for him now. I'm going to use the felt and just cover it up like that. I don't want to remove the shoes, but it has little slits there. So you can just insert your fabric underneath and, you know, just glue around there. Doesn't he look neater already? And now I'm using leftover of his felt to make the boots for his girlfriend. And for him, I'm going to use her leftover felt and yeah, pink coordinating with his hat. And let's see how we can improve these boots because they look more like slippers. And I'm going to use these Dollar Tree trims to improve the boots. Let's fold the ribbon over and make like a sole around the boot. I am being careful not to go over the edge so the guy could still stand up. Adding some fur trim around the top of the boots. If you didn't get this trim during Christmas time, don't worry, you can use a white pipe cleaner. It will look just like fur. Making a bow out of yarn, like little shoelaces. Attach the bow with hot glue over there in the middle of the boot and add the pompons at the end of each shoelace. And that's what I call cute little boots. If you agree, please give me boots emojis. I wish these emojis were cuter though. All right, let's give the boots to the girlfriend now. I'm just putting one on top of the other to see where to place them. And, just bending over in little arches and trying to glue these straight so she'll be able to stand up as well. And then I'm just repeating the same thing I did for the boy. To make the braids for the girl, I'm going to use the robin yarn. You had seen me use it before. I got it on clearance at Walmart. And if you don't have it, you can use regular yarn, except you're going to have to cut a lot more pieces. I'm using just 3 per braid. To make her nose, I don't have a big pink pompon, so I'm using the snowballs I got at Dollar Tree. They also have rabbit tails right now that you could use instead. And just brush it with a pink blush or an eyeshadow. We had used this technique last year on the cotton candy gnomes. Remember these guys? I have patterns for them, by the way, in my group as well. You can also touch up his to make sure that this is the same shade. Mine was a little bit off, but just a few brushes and looks close enough. And let's see how we're gonna put her together. We're gonna glue the braids, the nose, and the hat on top of it. Finishing her hat off with the robin yarn, glue the ends underneath the hat, and also add the same trim on top of his, just so it coordinates. Wait a minute, what is going on here? Coco, what did you do? What did you do? Yes, did you ruin my felt? What is this? What? Don't pretend you have nothing to do with this. Next, I'm going to use this pretty floral ribbon and my favorite lace from the Dollar Tree and dress up the girl. We are going to pull out a wire and make like a ruffle skirt for her. You had seen me use this technique last year when I made the dress for the bunny. Remember that one? By the way, they have the bunnies again this year And they have a brown one. So be on the lookout. We're gonna make them over soon. So ruffle up your ribbon, cut it to size, pull out the wire on both ends. Also fold over the edges and glue them down for a nice finished look. Okay, and let's see how it fits. Oh, so cute! We're going to glue it over in the back, and you can cover that piece of wire with a small piece of ribbon so it stays in place. And let's take it up a notch with the pretty lace. Almost gives you a feel of a nice apron, right? And let's glue these braids in place so they don't flap in the wind. Oh my goodness, she is so cute. How about we make a collar for her out of the pretty lace? Just cutting out two hearts. I'm gonna use them for something else later. And just use one at the tip, one on each side. Something like this, let me show you. She could use some cute little buttons, and I love these beads. What an amazing deal from the Dollar Tree. I'm just picking out something that's color coordinating, adding a flower in her hat, and she's ready. Going back to the boy, I'm thinking to give him a cute little belt, just some interest because, you know, the girl is just so fabulous. I'm going to use that Dollar Tree ribbon, fold it over underneath in the back. How about we make a buckle out of the rope, something like this. I don't have anything to put in his hat, so I'm just using some leftover piece of burlap that I have. And I'm going to try to cut out a butterfly. I don't know how it's gonna look, but let's give it a try. And these scissors are too dull. Let's see. I'm sure you can come up with something better than I did, but you know what? He has a pink hat. I don't want to give him a flower because we need to tone it down a bit. I'm adding a piece of rope for a torso. And tell me if this resembles a butterfly in any way. I need a couple antennas here at the top. I think these little strings will do. I think that's not bad for scraps, right? I'm going to attach it on the side of his hat. And I think he looks pretty cool. He's ready. If you like, you can also make a bunny ears for them. I had done it last year in this video, remember? I'm gonna leave them out though because I wanna keep my gnomes through the summer. Alright, my besties, so this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I hope you press the thumbs up button and also subscribe. That way we will be besties and you won't miss my future videos, okay? Take care, my dear. See you next time. Love you. Bye-bye.